I've always written stories about things that are so terrible. You'll run away until your brain won't remember.
So why did you come back?
I'm here for research.
What exactly, though, are you researching?
I can see you lying back in your satin dress.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary in the lot recently?
Don't confess. Sundown, you're back.
There are some folks who had some kind of unusual experiences. They used to tell us stories about this place. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into here.
Danny, where are you? Answer me.
Hello, my name is Michael Morley, and I'm here to review Salem's Lot, directed by Gary Duberman, the guy who directed Annabelle Comes Home. This stars Lewis Pullman, aka Bill Pullman's son. He plays a novel writer named Ben Mears who returns to his hometown called Salem's Lot. As you may know, this is written by none other than Stephen King, one of his most earliest novels he had ever written. And it is about vampires. It is about someone that brings a coffin to this town and brings it into this old abandoned house that has been abandoned for over 40 years. He moves in, decides he's going to live there, and brings a coffin with him. So that coffin has the old-fashioned looking vampire Nosferatu, who will inherit the land and take over and turn everyone into vampires. Now, this movie I actually really enjoyed the original. The 1970 original TV movie that starred David Soul, who was Hutch in Starsky and Hutch. Yes, it was that old. I remember watching it, and it scared me. There were moments where we see the master, and those practical effects of that time was creepy. And I'm glad to say that in this updated version, they are loyal to the practical and old-fashioned look to how that movie was. And I like that it's set in the 70s. They decided to keep this in the 70s and they didn't want to go to the present time. And I think it worked. It just felt really good. Like nothing. I was really honestly expecting to hate this. I was expecting to really dislike this movie. I was just because I had been disappointed by so many adaptations and sequels. I was like, this one's gonna be like all the others, but I was actually quite surprised with it. Is it great? No, but it's good. And the actors are great. Lewis Pullman is great in the film. Bill Camp is great. And a lot of the other supporting characters are great. The little boy who is like obsessed with vampires. He knows about vampires. He's a very good actor, very strong character. I think this movie, it actually went straight to streaming. Unfortunately, this movie, in my opinion, should have went to the cinemas. I have heard that it's actually getting a release in the UK, but it's not getting a cinema release here in Australia or America. It's going straight to streaming. This movie should be played in the cinemas all over the world. I actually really enjoyed this. I mean, I enjoyed this more than the Joker sequel. That's saying something. And it doesn't tease. It doesn't have a bad ending. It ends perfectly. The runtime is perfect. The jump scares are great. The practical effects are good. They just did everything right. Everything that they could do with this movie, they actually did it right. And I actually think this is actually a really decent movie. I actually think this is a pretty good movie. I had a fun time watching it. I would watch it again. 7 out of 10.
This is not a disease you can catch.
You better take it.
Let me in.
You better take it.
If we don't fight back, they'll come for us eventually.
Things have gone bad in the lot now. Better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back step.